Hey everyone, I'm here today with
Gosi
to learn how to overwinter a garden and clean a garden up for the winter. So we're going to start our cleanup by picking up all of the garbage that has gathered in the garden over the season. Most of it will be plastic garbage like this, so put on a pair of gloves and grab a garbage bag and just go around the garden picking up whatever you see. Sometimes you can find more dangerous waste in the garden, like broken glass or a needle. When you find more dangerous waste, don't pick it up yourself. Come find one of the garden organizers who will help you out. At the end of the season, there's going to be a lot of dead stalks in the garden, and maybe they're going to look pretty ugly to you, but to the pollinators and the birds, they're actually really important. For really tall plants, even though they're dead, the big seed balls at the top can actually be really helpful in feeding the birds over the winter time. So we're actually going to leave those in the garden, and we're going to just make sure that we tie them up so that they stand straight and they stay stable throughout the winter so that birds can feed on them. Other plants that might be shorter or don't have big seed balls at the top, we can actually cut those down. We're still going to leave a little bit of the stalk though. We're going to leave 8 to 10 inches at the base of the plant, and we're going to cut off what's above that. So now we're here in bed 1, which is the bed that's closest to Bank Street. The reason why we're here is because we actually like to save a lot of the dead stalks over the winter because pollinators sometimes lay their eggs in them or even overwinter in them. So how we've done that is we've set up this set of stakes here, and we put our dead stalks, we stash them inside so that they make a nice neat pile. Go ahead and put your stalks in. And that's it. We just leave them there looking nice and clean so that people aren't tempted to remove them. In the springtime, we're going to be able to remove the stalks and dispose of them or find a different use for them once the temperatures have consistently reached over 10 degrees. This is also the season where we try to save as many seeds as possible from our native plants. You can tell that a seed is ready for collection because it normally separates very easily from the plant. So all we do is just grab hold of some of the seeds on the plant. In this case, we're pulling Joe Pye weed. Pull them off gently, and you can just put them in whatever container is given to you by the gardeners. Like I mentioned before, some of the birds and pollinators that last throughout the winter time will sometimes eat the seeds. So you want to make sure that you're only taking 20% of the seeds that are there. You also want to make sure that you label your container with whatever seed you took, as well as the month and the year, so that you can use it again next year. In the fall, a lot of people also want to remove the leaves from their garden. This is another piece of yard waste that the pollinators will shelter in over winter. So we want to make sure that we leave at least 1 inch of ground cover of leaves, and that we clear away only a couple of patches of bare earth, because pollinators not only lay their eggs and nest in the earth, but they also do so in the leaves. If you have any piles of leaves greater than 2 inches deep, then you can remove the excess leaves. But otherwise, leave them there until the spring.
All right, everyone, and that was me and Sam's work on winterizing the garden, or AKA cleaning up your garden for the winter.